punter.
Damn it, Bart!
But what?
Oh, shut the fuck up! Damn it, Bart.
Mm-mm. Did you hear that? Damn it, Bart! Let's, what's going on? See, now I have this played back at a very slow level. Okay, so it's best if you have microphones or headphones. Excuse me, I should say. What to do? I'm K-Boss with Into the Deep End podcast, where we go deep. We go into deep. And shout out to Tez Down. He was doing his news thing. Go, Tez, go. Shout out to Tez. So I am watching the Nolan Wells audio isolated David, shocking details, Seattle racist cop headlines, Tez Down, which was earlier today, which got 9,000 plus views. Go ahead, Tez. It's your birthday. Let's go ahead and listen to this one more game.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
Hmm.
Damn it, Bart. What'd you say?
Now,
Hey.
this is interesting. We know who Wyatt is. We know who Lauren is. Who else is there? Tris, the usuals, Katie's. But Bart? When was Bart put out? So I was like, who in the hell is Bart? So I had to go and do some research. And when I go digging, it's like I feel like a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out who this Bart guy is. Who is this Bart guy? All right. Now, he's one of the boat owners that was tied to the other boats. All right. Now, people are trying to say Bart wasn't there. All right. So I don't know if he was there, but it sounded like dude said Bart. Damn it, Bart. Why would you say damn it, Bart, if you didn't do something wrong? Damn it. I have never said damn it, Bart, just because Bart was just sitting there. I don't even know any Bart. The only one I know is Bart Simpson. And he always did something. So I went to go digging. Now, I found this Bart Edmiston. Okay? And he is from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Right? He is a punter in his senior year. What does that mean? Oh, I know. He's over 21. Now, in that report, if you go and watch the Tez Down, it talks about, and him and Classic have been going over all this underage drinking, and no arrest was given. No one's been apprehended for that. No tickets, no nothing. No jail time, no suspicions, no nothing. But wasn't on Officer Tatum, I think was it Warren? I can't remember who it was. One of them kids. He was out there saying everybody was having a good time. It's 4th of July. People indulge. Trying to say it smooth. But the problem with this is Bart is a Division I starting punter for the University of Wyoming. Coming from, oh, that's right, Ocean Springs, Mississippi. So I was doing some research. You know me. I be doing some research. And the NCAA does not have a blanket national rule or direct penalty for underage drinking or being around alcohol, as alcohol is not an official NCAA banned substance list for regular play. Instead, individual colleges, athletic departments, and conferences create and enforce their own strict code of conduct regarding underage drinking and being present where it occurs. So, many university athletic handbooks state that an athlete is in the presence of illegal or underage drinking does not leave immediately. They are in violation of team policies. Now, I want to go a little further with Wyoming and see. This is Wyoming. So it says here, zero tolerance for underage violation. Illegally, underage drinking, possession, or consumption of alcohol is completely banned under the University of Wyoming Student Code of Conduct. Hosting and proximity regulations. Student athletes at UW are strictly barred from providing a location for underage drinking or providing alcohol to minors or minor. Doing so violates team guidelines, the university rules, triggering multiple reviews. So, buddy Bart is around a whole bunch of underage drinking. And that, my friends, is against their policies over at the University of Wyoming, right? All right. And that's the reason why he's not been mentioned. And he lawyered up. So, it made me start reaching even further. Did you know his dad was at the University of Florida and his grandfather's at the University of Florida? Now, I'm not going to talk about why he's at Wyoming. But we all know that Ocean Springs had a prolific offense and they score a lot and don't punt very often. So he had to go and blaze his own trail because he didn't have enough game film. So he had to go the JUCO route, and then from the JUCO route, he went to the University of Wyoming, which is not a problem. I'm not knocking it. But everybody knows if you go to the SEC, you're going to talk about people that are outside the conference and letting it know. Everybody knows. Anybody who talked to anybody from that region of football will tell you who's the best conference, and they let you know about it. Now, Pops Sr. was a all-conference place kicker for the Florida Gators in the 96 championship run with Steve Spurrier. So you know there's some conversations at the family table talking about football. And when football comes up, guess who's probably saying some stuff? Now, guess what else I found out? Grandpapa was there too. He went to Florida as well. Now, think about this. He wasn't even recruited out of high school to go over there. They didn't even try to walk on because, it's the University of Florida. You ain't got no game tape. They don't want you. Legacy or not, especially a punter. No offense to punters. McAfee, I know you was a great punter in the NFL. I'm not saying this boy can't get to the NFL. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just letting you know how serious it can be. Now, I was in the military. I was in the Army. And I'm going to tell you just now, if your PT score was low and you wasn't in the A group running, you got talked about. If you wasn't in A group, you got talked about. Everybody talked about you. And if you was in C, your ass was on the Fat Boy program. I'm sorry, I'm telling you the truth. I ain't even lying to you. Your boy was on A group, by the way. Just saying. Now, imagine this. Now, you're a punter, and you're hanging around a superstar wide receiver, and you start hackling each other. Who's gonna get that nod? Who got the aura? I'm gonna tell you, a wide receiver getting all the plays, getting all the touchdowns, and a standout college athlete. He went to JUCO route. And, he's building up his team. He's building up. It could have been a money issue. There could have been all kinds of reasons why Mr. Nolan Wells was at the JUCO level. And he probably wanted to stay at home close to pops and moms. It is like it is. Some kids do that. And, he maybe wanted to get some, more tutelage. And, there's reasons why we go to JUCO. And there's nothing wrong with JUCO. There is so many star athletes at Division I colleges right now, Division I, that went to JUCO route. Cam Newton and a host of others, right? So I'm not knocking the JUCO route. But what I am going to say is this. I remember playing high school football, and we mess with the punters and kickers all the time. I'm pretty sure they still do. They haze them and razz them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So if you said something to me, and you was a punter or a kicker, I'm going to let you know about yourself. I'm going to make you feel bad. Because I was a starter corner. I was a starter. And a second string running back. I wasn't that great. But hey, I played the game and got my reps, okay? So I'm going to let it be known. I'm not knocking kickers. I'm not knocking punters. I'm not knocking the profession. I'm just telling you how boys are. It's a man thing. I'm a starter wide receiver in high school. Now, Nolan probably played on the same team, right? And I know some punters wish they could play. He probably did and couldn't get it. There's all kinds of... I'm not going to speculate. I'm not just saying nothing. I'm not knocking this man. But he was on the boat or near the boat with underage drinking, which is against NCAA policies in certain cases when it comes to the school, which we already know the University of Wyoming said that's a no-go. So why was that not illustrated in any reports? Why wasn't there any arrests made? Why weren't any of those informations made? Because they lawyered up. Why? Because they have stuff to lose. When you lawyer up, you have something to lose. Period. Now, if your dad's a Florida Gator and your grandfather's a Florida Gator, bringing any disrespect to the family name is going to be frowned upon too, you know. Now, will they cover things up? Lastly, and let me just give you this context, and this is where I'm going to end it, okay? Shout out to Tez again. Do you know what Papa does? Senior. He's the head of the Department of Anesthesiology over there at Memorial Hospital, I believe. Something like that. Systems or whatever. He's that guy. So you don't think he knows people? Guess where Nolan's mom works? Same system. Go figure. And you know what? She's been getting some negative reviews. 1-star reviews. Why is that? Oh, I know. Something going on in the little city over there. See, when you're in a small town and you got a whole bunch of rich people in there and wealthy people and connected people, things get done differently. I'm in a big city and it happens, so I could just imagine when it's like in small little ocean resort type living situation, right? So now, I'm not saying Bart is guilty of anything, but I do know he's around underage drinkers because they're trying to blast Nolan for having that stuff in his system, which no toxicology information was given or information of that nature from my understanding yet. But my question is, if everybody had a little bit too much to drink and your star punter is over there kicking it with folks, now I'm not saying allegedly, of course, but he's not supposed to be in premises around people doing that stuff. That is a violation. And why is that not being brought up? Inquiring minds want to know. Anywho, my name is K-Boss with Into the Deep End Podcast. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share this out to all your friends. And I'm out.